My name is Michael. I am a senior product manager. I work in the IT industry, specifically in digital signage. And on QuoteWerks, I would rate them as a 4 out of 5. So the two products that we reviewed in conjunction with working with a invoicing program was Invoice2Go and another platform called Peachtree. Invoice2Go had a recurring model. That wasn't something that we were interested in. We were looking for something that we could own the software and have a perpetual license. And then for Peachtree, we used to use that in our accounting team, still do, but the quoting was very complex, a little too complicated, and for a sales team of about 10 people would have been more training required. So QuoteWerks was the platform we ended up going with simply for a couple of reasons. One, training. The software is really easy to use. We have a pretty robust team of about 10 salespeople, and I think it was a 1-hour session of about an hour and a half to get them all up and running. Outside of that, the pricing model was a lot more flexible. They did have a cloud or SaaS model. We did look at that, and we ended up opting for the perpetual license where we paid for a one-time subscription fee. The software is something that we own. It came with a year warranty, which was nice, so we got ongoing training, and we can renew that as needed. But we really like the options for the on-premise model and ended up going with QuoteWerks because they were the only ones that had that. So our primary integration for this was with Peachtree, ironically. We needed to pull part numbers and information from there so we could display it inside of QuoteWerks, which was relatively seamless, not really any issues or complications. The other was integrating with our CRM, which we use Act to maintain that database. Another interface that was pretty easy and straightforward. It logs all quotes and saves them inside the notes section, so you're not having to double enter anything. For onboarding was straightforward. We did a single training session. One of their sales team, their training team came into our facility, sat down with us, and we did in between about an hour and 2-hour training session. And then I think admin's got a little bit of a separate one for some back end and database management. But after that, the team was pretty confident. And even during that training, we were able to modify and custom create an entire template and layout for our company for the quotes themselves. So things to look at when considering a quoting system like QuoteWerks would really be to see what type of model you prefer. If a lot of the existing systems you have in-house are already on-premise where you own the software and it's hosted on a server there in your facility, it's really a good model for that. If you think you're leaning more towards something that has a lot more of software as a service, meaning a lot of your other systems do that, something like Salesforce and so forth, and you want more of a cloud integration, there might be other options out there that might maybe be better for you. But in all honesty, for the pricing model and some of the flexibility they have, those are probably the two areas that meant the most to us and probably might mean the most to you.